yesterday we have started with the new chapter, that is your F&B equipments. Okay, in which we have studied about the selection criteria. We have done furniture, I guess. Tables we did.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So tell me, what are the factors that you are going to consider whenever you are going to selecting any equipment or any uh, furniture for that matter?
The average spending power, the type of restaurant, type of outlet,
Chalo, fast.
availability, maintenance,
Sir, durability.
Okay. The theme of the restaurant?
Yeah, the theme
Good.
of the restaurant and decor.
What else? Number of covers. Number of covers. The types of services provided by the restaurant. Okay. Like alcohol, if you are going to open a champagne bottle, you need corkscrew and those things. No. Here we are talking about the corkscrew you have to have because it is a part of your kit. So every F&B employee or F&B staff should be having a corkscrew, the serviette, the lighter or matchbox, then security pad, pen. Okay, these are essentials. What a restaurant requires. Maybe consumable or dead stock. Yes. Could you repeat? Who was it?
If it's a buffet or different type, that's fine.
First, you are going to check what is the standard of your outlet, what level of service you are giving. Okay, what are the type of customer that your target audience you are catering to. Then the type of service. If you are having buffet service, then you should have buffet equipment. If you are having the silver service, that is your table service. So you should be having the cutlery or the flatware and the crockery set on the table, right? So that again depends on your type of service. Then the decor, your theme and your equipment should meet each other's needs and requirements. Okay, then ASP, how much the customers can spend in your restaurant, that is your ASP. ASP is average spending power of customer. Okay, there is one more term, APC. APC is average per cover. And ASP is average spending power of customer. Then you will check the durability. In case of furniture, which is your capital investment, you need to check the durability of it. The maintenance. What are the maintenance costs that you are going to incur during the life span of that equipment? Okay. Then the availability. Is it available in the local market, or you should, or you have to procure it, or you have to import it from other region or other country? That you will check. And in this, availability of funds uh, is also going to play a role. Okay. So if you are not having funds, then how you are going to procure that cutlery or that equipment that you are going to check. Then the storage space, how much storage space or storage area you have in your restaurant or in your hotel that you are going to check, and you are going to procure as many as you can store. Okay, not more than that. Alternative usage. So nowadays, you are using the same cutlery and maybe crockery also for various courses, various food items, such as your AP spoon, AP fork, AP knife, which you can use it for all the courses, starting from orders to the dessert. Okay. And last is the price. Like I said, what is the price? What is our budget to uh, procure the inventory that you're going to check, and accordingly you're going to procure it. The first type of equipment, that is your furniture. What are the types of furniture we did?
So side table.
Okay, go one by one. First is your tables. Then second is your chairs. Okay. Then comes your side tables. Counters. Correct. So buffet counters, bar counters. Your desk for the reception. Correct. Reception desk or hostess desk. You also have banquet tables and chairs. Okay, so these are the type of furniture that you are going to procure. Then we discussed the fixtures. What are the fixtures?
The decor.
Wallpaper things. Okay. Wall hangings, the decorative items. Yes. So your wall graffiti, wallpaper, all the wall coverings that you are going to use in the restaurant. That is your fixtures. You may have the spotlights, or maybe a decorative lighting. That is also your fixture. Your wall hangings is your fixture. Okay. Then we discuss the materials that we can use for the furniture. So wood, stainless steel, metal, glass. These are the type of material that, or PVC, fiber. These are the type of these are the materials that you can use for your furnitures. Okay, majorly wood is used for your tables and chairs. Glass you may use for the buffet tables. Reception desk is again made up of wood or maybe granite. It depends on whatever funds we have. And last is your space allocations. What are the space allocations? What is space allocation? So whatever space that we have in the restaurant, we are going to adjust our furniture according to the space that is available to us. We need to plan the gangways or the aisles to allow the traffic to allow the traffic to go to the last section of the restaurant and towards the buffet. Okay, so that is your space allocations. Then we started with the dining table. What are the sizes and shapes? We did square, rectangle, and round. So tell me the sizes of square tables. So it's 30 by 30 for the square. First one, which has two covers opposite to each other. Second one is 36 into 36 inches, which has four covers, which is one on each other. And third side. Yeah, one on each side. Okay. These are for somebody else can tell me about rectangular tables.
First one was 30 by 48, which
So
have
may I?
4 covers, 2 on each side.
Yes, Rishikesh.
Yeah, so the third one is a rectangular table, which is 30 inches by 48 inches, and can accommodate 4 covers, 2 on either side.
Yes.
The next
One
one
more.
is is the
One more table is there. Yes. Go ahead.
so one more rectangular, which is 30 inches by 72 inches, which consists of 3 covers, 3 on either side.
Good. Next, round tables.
36 diameter.
Yes, Atharva Babar, can you explain the round tables?
Yes, sir.
4 covers.
So round tables, so there are 3 types of round tables. One is 36 diameter, 48 diameter, 60 diameter. In the 36
What?
diameter,
What? 36 foot.
36 inch. Okay. Yeah, and so in the 36-inch diameter, sir, there are 4 covers, and they sit opposite to one another. Whereas in the 48-inch diameter, there are 5 covers, and in the 60-inch diameter, there are 7 to 8 covers.
Okay. Good.
Covers,
Now today we'll be starting with the chairs.
chairs.
So
Cheers.
generally you use chairs in the restaurant or you use the couches. Okay.
Chairs.
Both may be made up of your wood or your metal and your fiber. Okay. So these are the 3 ideal materials that you can use for your chairs. Okay. So again, the chairs, the design and color should suit your theme or the decor of the restaurant. Okay. There are different types of chairs that you're going to use in the restaurant. So now, first 3 are your classic chairs. First is your traditional bent wood chair, which is made up of wood. Okay, and majorly you will see, you will observe these type of chairs in the cafes. Okay, then you have French bistro chair, generally found in bistros or maybe some mid-scale casual dining restaurants. Then you have cross back. These type of chairs you will find in the again casual sitting restaurant or popular restaurants. Okay. Then we have modern chairs. So these called as modern bent wood or also called like bucket chairs. Okay. So these you can use it in cafeterias, institutional catering, industrial catering, your popular restaurants. Okay.
Okay.
Then you have mid-century. Again, you can use it in cafeteria, canteens, various popular restaurants. Okay. Then you have industrial cafe. So these are made up of plastic or fiber. Okay, PVC that we call. You will find these type of chairs in cafe. Then you have transitional chairs. Okay, which you will find in most of the fine dine restaurants, upscale restaurants, specialty restaurants. What else? Even your maybe pubs and bars will have these kind of restaurants.
Cheers.
Okay.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
So these are cushion chairs. Okay,
Cushion.
which you will find it in the fine dine restaurant because it's the decor of the chair suits the type of service of fine dining. Okay. Then we'll come to the measurements. of chairs.
Oof.
So the height of the chair from the floor to the seat, it should be 18 inch. Write all of you. Write it in your rough book. Height of the chair from floor to the seat is 18 inches. From the floor to the top of the chair is almost your 36 to 40 inches. 36 to 40 inches. And the depth of the chair should be 18 inches. Okay.
So can you repeat once again?
Okay. So your height of the chair from floor to the seat is 18 inches. From floor to the top of the chair is 36 to 40 inches. And the depth of the chair is 18 inches.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Now your chairs can be of may have with or without arms. So the kind of chairs that you are going to procure is again depends on your target audience or target customers and the profile of the restaurants. Okay, for the conferences, the seminars, and the presentations, it is advisable that you use the chairs with arms in banquet halls. Okay, in banquet halls again, you can use chairs which you can stack, right? Because banquet is a department where you are going to organize functions or events. For that, you require larger number of larger number of chairs, right? So better you use the chairs that you can stack. Okay.
Okay.
Then the high chairs and booster seats. What are high chairs? Anybody?
The chairs and books and bars. Like on the bar counter. Which are very high from the top.
Have you seen the high chairs in any of the restaurant?
So they are in cafes usually.
Okay. So what are high chairs? Why you have high chairs? Simple reason. Very logical.
So I think because they're near the counters, like at the bar counter, so they should come at that.
No, those are not chairs. Those are your bar stools. There is difference between high chairs and booster seats, or the high chairs and your bar stools. Bar stools are completely different. So for shorter people, yes, correct. Not shorter people. It is meant for the children. Okay, so your high chairs and booster seats are essential in your family restaurants or popular restaurants for the use of children. Okay, they are maybe made up of wood or plastic, and may come in variety of finishes and colors. What are your booster seats?
So they have an adjustment. You can adjust the height of this.
So in most of the restaurants, if they are not having the high chairs, they have these booster seats. Okay, this is again a type of cushion that is used to for the children to level up the chair to the table. Okay, those are your booster seats. Now we'll move to the banquet tables. So your banquet tables are different than your dining tables. Okay. The reason behind it is the banquet. In banquet, you can have different types of setups. You can have cluster setups, classroom setups, theater style, or classroom style, or board boardroom setup. Okay, C shape, U shape, L shape. So for that you need to have different sizes and shapes of the table. So I think I have, yes. So first, the wooden table that you can use it for your buffet. The size of the table is 6 feet by 2.5 feet. So 30. So your 12 is a 72 by 30 inches. First table, which is having uh, the black cover, right? Wooden table with steel base and having the black frill to the table. That is your buffet table, which size is 6 feet by 2.5 feet. That is your 72 inches by 30 inches. Then you also have one rectangular table, which is in white in color, black metal stand, which is your foldable table. Okay. The size of this table is again 6 feet by 2.5 feet. These two tables you may find it in 8 feet by 2.5 feet also. Okay. If the are you writing it or not? So that I'll wait. Otherwise, I won't. So we are writing. Yeah, we are taking. Okay. There are few tables of rectangular shape, which you can use it for dining also in the banquet. The size of these tables is 6 feet by 3 feet, 72 inches by 36 inches, which you can accommodate 6 covers, 3 on either side. So like we did, that's your rectangular table, which you can use it for restaurant. That is your 30 inches by 72 inches. In the banquet, you will find it in 36 inches by 72 inches. Okay, where you can accommodate 6 covers, 3 on either side. And you may find 8 feet by 3 feet, which you can accommodate 8 covers, 4 on either side. Okay.
So can you repeat?
So you have 6 feet by 3 feet table on which you can accommodate 6 covers, 3 on either side, and you may find 8 feet by 3 feet on which you can accommodate 4 covers on either side. That is your 8 covers per table. Okay. Then you may find the square table in the banquet also for dine-in option basically, which you can accommodate 4 covers the size of the table is 36 inches. Okay. Then you may find half moon, or in FNB language we call it as D. D's. You will find D's. What are these D's for? These D's you may use for water counter, you may use it for clearance counter. Okay. Then you will find serpentine shape. So serpentine shape,
Serpentine?
shown it here. Okay. These counters you may use it for your bar. Your clearance counter. And where you can use serpentines. Your water counter, etc. Then you have a quarter round table. These tables are generally placed in the corners. These tables are generally kept in the corners of the banquet. For various purposes.
So can you repeat it again? Serpentine table and
Serpentine table and quarter round table. Okay, so quarter round, which is the last table on the slide. That is your quarter round table. These tables you may these tables are placed in the corner of banquet, which can be used for various purposes. And you have a round tables with 5 feet diameter and 6 feet diameter. Five-feet diameter round table, you can accommodate 8 covers. And 6 feet diameter, you can accommodate 10 to 12 covers. Right? Done? Shall we proceed? Yes or no?
yes, sir.
So you have banquet chairs also. See, in the slide, I have shown you all the types of banquet chairs, which you can stack. You know, so whenever you have to set up these chairs, you don't need to get one chair to the banquet. You can stack the chairs of maybe stack of 10 to 12 chairs. You can get it to the banquet hall, and then you can set up. Okay. For seminars, conferences, you may have the chairs with armrest. Okay. But in banquets, it is generally avoided. Okay. So all the types of chairs you will find with cushion, and which are comfortable, strong, sturdy, because you have to frequently transport it from the storage area to the banquet halls. Okay. The size of the chair is same to your dining chair. So height of the chair is 18 inches from the floor to the seat. The total height is your 36 to 40 inches, and the depth of the chair is again 1.5 feet. That is your 18 inches. Okay. Then we'll move to the sideboard. Sideboard is also known as dummy waiters, which is going to hold all the necessary cutlery, crockery, your flatware, hollowware, menu cards, your inventory checks, then your all miscellaneous equipments that you are going to use at the table. Okay, so it is equipped with the drawers and cupboards. Okay, number of sideboards you are going to have in the restaurant depends on the total number of covers you have in the restaurant. So basically 30 covers you can serve from the one sideboard. In typical restaurants you have one sideboard for 30 covers. So 30 covers is your 6 to 7 tables. Okay, so if you are having 4 at a table, then almost 7 tables or 8 tables which you can serve from the one sideboard. If you're having the capacity of 6 covers per table, then you may have 5 tables or 6 tables, depending on the again it depends on the style of service that you're going to offer to the in the restaurant to the customers. Then the space available, very important, and the quantity of equipment to be held in the sideboard. Okay, so how many cutlery, crockery you are going to store in the sideboard, that again will affect the number of sideboards. Okay, so sideboard may be equipped with the hot plate. What is a hot plate? Hot plate is your electrically operated induction. Okay, for keeping your food items hot. Okay, or you may find a warmer on the sideboard. Then on the sideboard you will find proprietary sauces, straw holders, toothpick stands, water jugs, menu cards, wine list, menu uh, wine list, menu cards, etc. So I'll show you the picture of the sideboard. So all your drawers, first to 6, you will set up your cutlery in it. So service spoons and forks, your dessert spoons, large knives and forks, that are your steak knives. Then the side knives and teaspoons. Side knives is your butter knife. Then you may have fish knife and fish fork, soup spoons, AP spoons, etc. Then the cupboards you have, or the racks you have for the plates. Uh, the salvers are generally on the top of the on the uh, on top of the sideboard. Okay, for yes. So on the top of the sideboard you may place the salvers, the water jugs, menu cards, your check pads, sauces, so food items. You can have hot plate on the sideboard. In the cupboards, you will find linen, crockery, and other miscellaneous equipment that you are going to set up. So your ashtrays are there, cruet sets are there, sugar bowls are there, okay, underliners are there, okay. Next is your reception desk. So reception desk is little high desk positioned at the entrance of the restaurant, okay, which is used by the hostess or the host. Okay, he's going to receive the guest at the counter. He's going to greet them, and he or she is going to escort the guest to the tables. A telephone and a reservation book or a POS system uh, is placed on the desk. So you may, like we did in the practicals, whenever you are greeting and whenever you are receiving and greeting the guest, you need to check the reservation of the guest, right? For that, you need to have a telephone and reservation register or the POS system. Okay, that is your point of sale system. All your keys of sideboards and storage cupboards are also placed in the drawers of the desk and are collected when required. So it may be made up of wood, like we have shown in the picture, or it could be of marble, stone, even glass, and your fiber or PVC that we call. Okay. Now we'll move to the Chinaware. What is the Chinaware?
Plates, bowls, all that. Plates, bowls.
What is your
all that.
Chinaware?
Plates and bowls.
Type of cutlery. So.
Cutlery?
Crockery.
Oh, it's a
Are you sure?
no, not cutlery.
Oh, crockery.
Crockery. Yes. Sorry.
Yes. Okay. So, your Chinaware is all the type of your crockery, okay, from your plates to bowls to cups, um, then your saucers, etc. Your ashtray. So whatever made up of bone china or whatever, we also call it as a hollowware, okay, that you are going to use in the restaurant for the service, that is your crockery. Okay, then the make of crockery. You may have earthenware crockery, bone china crockery, porcelain crockery, stoneware crockery. Okay, these are the four types of crockery that you may find in the restaurant. In the case of earthenware crockery, it is 25% ball clay, 25% kaolin clay, and 15% china stone, 35% flint. This is not required, but I'm just reading it from the book. It is not there in your syllabus. Just for your understanding, I'm reading it. The advantage of earthenware is that it is cheaper, but it is easily chipped and cracked, and much heavier than bone china. Okay. Then your second type of make of the crockery is your bone china, which is made up of 25% of china clay, 25% of china stone, and 50% of calcium phosphate. Okay, it is strong and translucent. It has a better finish than your earthenware crockery. It is less expensive and durable. Okay, it is stronger than the earthenware crockery and less expensive compared to the earthenware. No, it is expensive than the earthenware, and it is stronger than the earthenware. Then you have a porcelain, which is made up of 50% of china clay, 25% of quartz, and 25% of feldspar. That is, feldspar is your alumino silicate mineral. Okay, which is translucent with gray and blue tinge. It is used for your oven to table dishes. Okay, so those you need to put it in the oven or microwave oven, the dishes or menu items that has to be served from the oven. We use this kind of crockery for it. Then the stoneware, which is the hardest and toughest crockery you will find, which can hold the highest temperature as well. It is available. It is very heavy and available in the bright colors. Okay. Then the selection criteria. Now you tell me what are the factors or the pointers that you are going to consider whenever you are selecting the chinaware.
Average cost, price, type of
Chalo fast.
restaurant,
We have only 5 minutes to.
type of
So, according to the food that is going to be served in the plate,
Okay. So according to food means you are talking about the color.
yes, and also the
State.
quantity as such.
Good. Okay. So size you are going to consider. Okay. What else?
It should go with the decor of the restaurant.
the theme,
Correct.
the type.
All your selection criteria for all the equipments that we did in the first two slides that you are going to apply it here as well. Okay. So decor has to be matched, the clientele has to be matched, the type of service has to be matched, then the price of it, storage, durability, maintenance. What else is remaining? These are all pointers you are going to consider. Okay. Apart from it, the crockery should have an even glaze. So if you can use the full plate with glossy finish and the side plate which has a matte finish. So all your crockery you are going to use in the restaurant that should have a even glaze. Okay. The pattern or design under the glaze you are going to use should be protected and should not wear out after washing. Okay. Like we discussed in the selection criteria of all the equipments, it should be having the alternative uses usage also, right? For your bowls of for soups and breakfast cereals, you may have a same bowl. Okay. So secondly, half plate you can use it for the courses of appetizers, fish, vegetables, savories, and sweets. Okay. Then up to 30 plates or saucers, it should be stackable in one pile. Okay, so you can stack the crockery up to the 30 numbers of plates and saucers. Okay, so that resistible it should be. Okay, it should be suitable for machine washing. Then it should be it should have rolled edges and to resist the chipping. Then it should be lightweight and suitable for microwave application. So these are the selection criteria that we are going to use for the Chinaware. Then printing design we discussed. Then the sizes and shapes. Do we have time? Yes, we have 4 minutes. Okay, so write down all of you. Sizes and shapes. First is your full plate. Full plate. So make 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. First column is your name. Second column is your size. Third column is your uses. And fourth column is your remarks. First is your full plate. Size is 10 inches. Use main course. Remarks, also known as dinner plate. Also known as dinner plate, comma, joint plate, joint joint plate, comma, large plate, comma, large plate, or meat plate, meat, meat plate. Second is your half plate. Size is 8 inches. Uses hors d'oeuvres, HORS, or D apostrophe OU OEU VRE, hors d'oeuvre. Okay. Hors d'oeuvres are your, what are hors d'oeuvres? MCC?
Serve the starter.
Name what are hors d'oeuvres? Correct. Who was it? Kunal? Yes. Okay. You have worked in the restaurant, so you know. So all your appetizers are termed as hors d'oeuvres. HORS space D apostrophe OEUVRE. Hors d'oeuvres. Fish, comma, fish. Pasta, comma, meats and vegetables. Meats and vegetables when not served as main course. When not served as a main course. Savories, SAVOURIES. Savories. Sweets. Sweets. Desserts. 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 And as an underliner, UNDER LINER, underliner, for a soup plate. For a soup plate. In remarks, write down also known as fish plate, fish plate, sweet plate, or a dessert plate, Next you have a quarter plate. Yes.
प्लेटची इंचेस किती म्हणाले तुम्ही?
Half plate,
Yes sir.
8 inches.
Okay.
Quarter plate, QUARTER, quarter plate. Size is 6 inches. Usage: breads, cheese, and underliner for bowls. BOWLS, bowls. Remarks: also known as B&B plate, cheese plate, under plate, or a side plate. Also known as B&B plate. B&B is your bread and butter. B&B plate, cheese plate, side plate, or under plate.
Mr.
So we'll stop here. We'll continue in tomorrow's lecture. Okay. Tomorrow I'm going to finish the chinaware and cutlery also. Okay. All of you please be there because we are trying to incorporate this chapter in your unit test. Unit test will be on 2nd and 3rd March. On 2nd we have our second paper. It will be all MCQs that you are going to answer. How many MCQs will be there, you will get to know on the exam date. Okay. So you have 1 hour to answer all the MCQs. Okay. Study well for your unit test. Those who have submitted assignment late, you have now the chance to score marks in your unit test. So please study and score. Mihir is here. Mihir or Pranjali is here.